This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. We are at the Swiss Flower and Gift Cottage. I'm here with Heidi. I usually say the founder and the owner, but quite honestly, Heidi grew up right on these grounds right here. Swiss Flower, since 1969, has been providing floral for the people here of Wheat Ridge. What got it started?
My mother started Swiss Flower Shop in Wisconsin Rapids, the first flower shop. They moved here to Colorado, started Swiss Flower Shop. At the time was just Swiss Flower Shoppy. And it was a family business. My father did bookkeeping and the deliveries, and my mom did the designing. They started off very simply. We lived in the house behind the shop here, so we were just raised in the business.
Started out as a basic floral shop, has now expanded. How many feet we have here under one roof?
I would say it is now about 5,000 square feet.
Absolutely has. And let me tell you, folks, we're going to talk a little bit about the floral arrangements, what they're able to service here. But I've got to tell you, when I think of cottage, I think of small, quaint, and honestly, it's got a quaint feel to it. But folks, this goes on and on, as you're able to see right there. Let's talk first about the floral services. What type of events are you able to cater to?
Well, we do more of a European style. The style of our design is natural. It has a variety of things that are in season at the time. We don't do the typical FTD and telefloral arrangements that are standard bouquets. There's so many wonderful things to work with. I go shopping 2 to 3 times a week. I physically go and pick out everything. I don't rely on people to send it to me because there might be something that looks exceptional that week that I don't know about. And as the seasons change, markets change, new things become available, and so the arrangements that we send out have a general feel to them, but the mix that goes in them will be definitely our signature Swiss bouquet is what they're called. Our customers, they come to trust us. They can see pictures of our work on the website, but a lot of times they'll just call and they'll say, give me a Swiss bouquet that's, $100 or $50 or $35, whatever their price range, and we just make it to value and give them the look that they're wanting.
Wonderful. I imagine the quality that goes out the door here is fantastic because of it being handpicked by yourself.
Yes. When you have the ability to pick it out, you're not settling for what somebody's just sending to you. You know what looks good.
And so we're talking about fresh floral, folks. We're talking about gifts. We're talking about silk flowers. And we're also talking about delivery here in the area. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. We deliver all over, except for, some extremes, should we say. But a lot of people want us to go to the tech center, or they want us to go up north to, Lafayette or Good Samaritan. So we're not just, Wheat Ridge or just Arvada. We don't have those very limited delivery options. People want our arrangement, so it's a service that you have to offer. So you just make it happen.
Tell me about not only fresh floral, but we're talking about silks as well.
Yes, we do custom silk arrangements. So somebody can take a picture of their room. They can bring it in. We can work with their own container. We can do just about anything to help them solve those decorating issues that they have. But I have some amazingly realistic silks. And as you see pictures throughout the store, you'll see the different silks that we do carry.
Obviously, Heidi, one of the things that has made you flourish here is you have not settled to become your typical flower store, but you want to keep people interested. We were even talking about some edibles there inside. Tell me about what you have.
We do gourmet baskets, but we've kind of gone to a little bit more of a local aspect of it. We've brought in this fabulous barbecue sauce that's bottled here in Wheat Ridge. We also carry some true pickles, which are fantastic pickles. And so we do more food type baskets instead of pretty baskets with little packages and hardly any food in it. We try and put real product. We also have refreshments when people come in. We either will have, the hot cider as the seasons progress, or we have the cold tea right now. We have gourmet cupcakes. Dessert Stand does these amazing cupcakes, and we sample them, and we also sell them here.
Well, speaking of seasonal, I notice you even have a back room there that sometimes the seasons change. Christmas coming up. Do you have some things like that?
Yes, Christmas, we have started putting Christmas up. We still have the fall coming, and, I leave things up, but if somebody wants to find something springy, it's not all tucked away because some people still decorate with pinks and the yellows when it's the winter months. They maybe need a custom silk done, which is another service that we offer here. We can do centerpieces. We can match your fabrics, your pillows, your decor.
Some of the bigger events, are you able to cater for weddings and that type of thing?
We do very large weddings. We do corporate events. We've done huge Christmas parties, $30,000 Christmas parties where you have to build the centerpieces at the convention center, have refrigerated truck. There's a lot the shop in Wheat Ridge can do.
As far as the weddings go, bigger events like that, do you recommend the folks come in and do a consultation with you?
I recommend that the people come in, get to know them. So we need to see what people's style is like. Go in, see if you click with them. Sure. It's a total trust thing when it comes to wedding flowers. You can entrust them to do your wedding flowers, and what happens if they didn't get it right? It's too late on the day of your wedding. So you need to form a relationship and then, secure the date, and then, we can finalize things closer to the date. We encourage people to come in, meet us. I'll pull some flowers and show them, sort of some color combinations, give them realistic numbers. Mm-hmm. The fine tuning can all be done closer to the wedding.
So we're talking about relationships here, and speaking of relationships, you've got a nice little retreat you guys have in the back here, which is a Swiss tea retreat. Tell me about that.
We started doing high teas about 7 years ago, and I did it sort of a personal party for a small group and have a high tea. The food is catered in, and then we serve it here. And it's a great way to just have new customers come in, experience the shop that maybe they wouldn't think, why would you go to a flower shop? And then they see everything else. So it was just a different way to reach a different market. I think being diversified is key. I have the teas, we have the gifts, we have the flowers. Wonderful. It's always something that somebody needs. Well, the gifts started 5-7 years ago, and in the last 2-3 years. I started bringing in larger pieces, more furniture pieces, larger art pieces. So I know gifts is kind of a vague description because it's more than unique gifts. Everybody says unique gifts, and what is unique? I tend to put things in the shop from a $3 little bird that makes somebody happy to a piece of furniture, for $1,000. There's something for anyone in the shop. So when somebody says, do you have this? Most likely can say yes. And if I can't, then I try and find it for them.
I notice as I walk around here, we were talking about pretty much age groups from children I see things for all the way up to a grandmother. Mm-hmm. And you've got an outdoor area now that actually has some outdoors. Tell me about that.
The outdoor area, I expanded that so we could feature more of the garden art, the metal reclaimed coming out of Mexico. They've taken old Coca-Cola machines, taken the fronts off of them and made the tails for the chickens, so they say actually Coca-Cola on them. Bulls and alligators and chickens and pigs and goats seem to be a favorite for most people. They want a white goat for some reason. Maybe we all have a childhood memory.
Tell me about these unique beads that you have as well.
The troll beads. Troll beads are Italian glass and sterling silver. The artists are from Denmark. They've been around since 1976. I'm decorated in troll beads. I wear these every day. They're just gorgeous beads. Every bead has a story, and you can make your own sort of theme and custom piece. And it's just a really nice way to maybe start somebody on a bracelet. You can buy them a bead that has a special meaning to it. And for all the women that are so difficult to shop for, they don't need anything, the girlfriends can buy them a bead. Like this one here is called Snails in Love. Now I have this one because my nickname is Schnack, which is a snail. So that's why I have that one on there. And I have customers that come from Cheyenne to see me, because my selection is wonderful.
You can also find them on Facebook. Facebook, you can actually go there and see the photos they've taken here, and you don't have to be a fan there to see the photos, so go and check it out. But they'd appreciate it if you go and click on the like button there, become a fan. You can also take a look at some of the events, what they've got coming up. The best of, you've gotten some awards in the past, share those.
I was nominated Best of Jeffco, which is quite a nice honor.
Let me ask you, Heidi, for folks that have never come in here before, never checked out the cottage here, what would you tell them?
There's so many things to see here. You really need to go in different directions through the shop to get it from different angles, to just appreciate it. And so it's really nice to have a shop where people tell you, oh my gosh, this is just the most wonderful thing. And I have at least 3 people every day that come in and say, I've been driving by, because everyone gets in their ruts of driving by and wondering, wonder what's in there. There's treasures in here.
Folks, that is the reason we came out here, because quite honestly, we found them here. We've got people coming all the way from a different state. You can definitely trek across Denver anywhere here. It's well worth your drive out here. It's a great little getaway. People enjoy coming to. We've got a floral shop right there, which was the primary basis of this since 1969. And Heidi, her staff would be glad to help you, assist you, consult with you, but if anything, create a relationship with you that hopefully will last years in the future. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.